Front and Center. Front and Center. A focus on important and significant developments affecting the lives of Filipinos, not only in the Philippines, but also those living and working around the world. Join us in Front and Center. Front and Center. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Welcome to Front and Center, where we focus on developments in the Philippines, legislation that provides policies and directions that strives to promote a better economy for the country, issues that concern the welfare and well-being of every Filipino. All of these and more will be Front and Center. And you can watch this broadcast on our Facebook and YouTube channel, Radyo Pilipinas World Service, also on our audio streaming at Evox PBS receiver app, and on shortwave broadcast through following frequencies: 12.020 MHz, 15.640 MHz, and 17.665 MHz. And this is your host, Jerome Toledo. Let's begin Front and Center on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Front and Center. Front and Center. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Farm-to-Market Roads, or FMR, as defined under Section 4 of Republic Act Number 8435, also known as the Agriculture and Fisheries Modernization Act of 1997, refer to the roads linking the agriculture and fisheries production sites, coastal landing points and post-harvest facilities to the market, and arterial roads and highways. And a state-run Philippine News Agency reported that Department of Agriculture Secretary Francisco Chu Laurel, in a Senate budget deliberation last October 2025, accepted the challenge of lawmakers to take over the farm-to-market road projects. And this came after lawmakers urged the Agriculture Department to assume responsibility for the FMR projects previously managed by the Department of Public Works and Highways, amid controversies on the alleged anomalous infrastructure projects of the Public Works Department, particularly flood control programs. And also, in a press release of the Agriculture Department dated October 29, 2025, it said that the Department of Agriculture will take over the Farm to Market Roads project to drive rural economies, lowers production costs, and brings prosperity to the countryside. And with that matter at hand, we are now joined by the spokesperson of the Department of Agriculture, Assistant Secretary Arnel de Mesa. Good morning, Assistant Secretary de Mesa. Thank you so much for joining us on the program Front and Center on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. And okay, so first question here. At what level of coordination is the Department of Agriculture are in currently right now with the Department of Public Works and Highways? Because there's a news story published by online site, which is Rappler, dated January 8th. It said that the Public Works and Highways may still be involved in implementing the FMR road projects, despite Secretary Francisco Chu Laurel's commitment. Where are we now in terms of coordination with the DPWH ASEC?
Hi, Jerome. Good morning, and I'm happy to be here.
Mm-hmm.
And good morning to all your listeners. First of all, the Department of Agriculture is ready to implement the farm to market road projects beginning this year. As you mentioned, DA is now handling all implementation of farm to market roads nationwide. On the issue that we can still tap DPWH, that's correct. Under the General Appropriations Act, special provisions, the DA may enter into agreements with local governments, with private sector, and the DPWH on the implementation of FMR, with DPWH especially in areas where we don't have regional office, especially the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in mostly Mindanao, and in areas where we really can tap the help of DPWH, Jerome.
Okay. Besides Bangsamoro or this one, the ARM or BARM, other areas will be served under DA. Is that correct, ASEC Arnel?
The default mechanism or guidelines is that the DA Regional Field Office will handle the procurement and implementation of farm to market roads nationwide. But then again, we want the opportunity to ensure the efficient and fast implementation as instructed by the president. So,
Mm-mm.
in areas where we can tap the expertise and help of the local government units, especially the provincial governments, and of
Mm-mm.
course the DPWs because they handle previous projects while we ensure transparency, accountability, and efficiency in the implementation of the project. As you are aware, Jerome, the Secretary is really pushing all transparency efforts,
Mm-mm.
especially we will be soon launching the transparency portal for the
Mm-mm.
farm to market roads, and we will be calling it the FMR Watch,
Mm-mm.
wherein our kababayan, our fellow Filipinos can
Mm-mm.
provide feedback,
Mm-mm.
share photos, videos, and comments on the existing implementation of FMRs nationwide.
Okay, so you mentioned about the FMR watch portal that is about to be launched. I think or next month, the Mesa. And how will the agency ensure the accuracy of this data, and what is the protocol for responding to citizens' feedback or red flags reported through the portal within the promised 24-hour window? Although this portal is under development stage, ASEC.
Yeah, anytime soon. It's actually in the beta version, but anytime soon, it's actually ready for the launching of the department. So we're expecting, hopefully in 24 hours, we can already respond to any issue or comments that our stakeholders may post during the actual implementation. All the details of the project, including coordinates, site, the name of the contractor, the progress of implementation will all be posted along other details so that the public may know the actual progress of the project.
Okay, so this month, that FMR watch portal will be launched, ASEC.
Yes, correct, correct. That's
Okay,
correct.
all right. Okay, so just to jump on to another question regarding this topic, what specific measures are being taken to ensure the agency has the technical engineering capacity to manage more than 1,600 projects simultaneously without the delays as seen in previous years?
As mentioned, we have already the Bureau of Agriculture and Fisheries Engineering. It was
Uh-huh.
created through a law. And then we also have our Regional Agricultural Engineering Division all over the country through our regional field offices. But, despite all of this, we still need the expertise of other agencies so as to ensure, again, efficiency and fast implementation of the projects. But in terms of readiness, as committed by the Secretary, the DA is very much ready to undertake this project implementation.
Okay. Just regarding that or this FMR project itself, ASEC Demesa, would Agriculture Department hire private contractors to get the job done?
Under the procurement law, all civil works, all implementation will be done through national competitive bidding
Mm.
or open competitive bidding. So we will be, of course, stopping private contractors to implement this. But of course, we will ensure that those who will be implementing are, in good standing and will be able to complete the project as scheduled.
Mm. And there will be some sort of vetting process when it comes to
Yeah, of
hiring.
course, definitely. And those blacklisted will not be able to join or participate in the project.
Mm. Also, ASEC Debesa, the Agriculture Department said that it will coordinate with with the Defense Department to enlist the Army Corps of Engineers in the to help in the effort of building or developing these farm to market roads. What's the status of this?
That's for areas where there's some issue on peace and order,
Mm-mm.
and in areas where there might be limitation in the participation of private contractors. So we'll see. It will be dependent on how we progress during the actual conduct of progress implementation.
Mm-hmm. And then and that belongs to the Bangsamoro region, ASEC Arnel.
That's one, and other areas might come into the picture.
Ah, okay, all right. Okay. Also here, Secretary True Laurel showcased a new technology that could significantly cut FMR construction costs, in contrast of the Public Works Department costing in previous years. So, can you share us what is this new technology that Secretary True Laurel has mentioned, and how innovative is this in costing sense?
Actually, aside from the PCCP or the concrete pavement, there are also some innovations like the soil stabilizers, wherein if you have a very good sub base or base course, you just be putting chemicals to just like what is being done in Japan, in South Korea, in other countries. You don't need a concrete pavement, especially in areas where there's low traffic, and you also don't need very wide carriageway, because again of low traffic or the non-passage of big vehicular in the area. So there are lots of innovation in road constructions that we can apply for these farm to market roads.
Okay, and this one, I think this has been done through the help of an international agency, ASIC Arnel.
We also have some experiences, of course, with other financing institutions like the World Bank, the ADB, and other bilateral and multilateral funders that we have previously or currently have ongoing FMR or bridge projects.
Okay, okay. We don't have much time. We're on a tight time limit here, Aseka Demesa. But I'll ask two questions. Okay, so also the FMR project takeover expects to save at least 20% in construction costs once it takes over the FMR project or FMR program. So how doable is this 20% benchmark, as Secretary Chu Laurel mentioned?
The 20% is just a rough estimate. It will really depend on the area, the topography, and other considerations, the availability of local materials. So definitely there will be some reductions from the previous estimates of DPWH and other agencies. And we'll ensure that, again, even with the lesser estimate for our costings, will still be efficient in the actual implementation.
Okay, and also since we mentioned about the vetting process on the hiring or utilizing the need of contractors on this farm to market project. So, how is the DA vetting on the finalists of projects to ensure that they are based on the FMR master plan rather than congressional insertions or a political request? Because this is a hot topic on the congressional insertion. So how is the DA ensure this?
Hi, Jerome. Aside from the FMR network plan already established and approved by the president, we have also several criteria and guidelines that we are going to strictly follow, especially on assurance that roads will connect to production areas, it will connect to existing road networks, so as to ensure again that we will be maximizing the use and benefits of these road networks.
Mm-mm. All right, very well said. And can I get your last message regarding this matter, Assistant Secretary De Mesa?
Again, thank you, Jerome, for the opportunity to discuss these details with you. And rest assured, our public, that the department will do its best to ensure greater transparency, accountability, and efficient implementation of the road networks nationwide. Again, thank you so much and good morning.
All right, good morning. And that was Assistant Secretary Arnel de Mesa, the spokesperson of the Department of Agriculture, as we discussed about the farm to market roads or farm to market roads or FMR, because this one is a very important as the agriculture department will take over the development of the said project from the Department of Public Works and Highways. So it's a good thing that the DA will observe transparency and accountability when it comes to implementing and conducting these farm to market road projects. They will start to implement this and take over this year. And he mentioned that there are some areas that will be needed to be supervised. That's under the Army Corps of Engineers in the Defense Department. and that will be the Defense Department will be involved in the building of farm to market road projects in that particular region. We will have discussions regarding the FMR projects when Front and Center returns here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service Station.
Mabilis ang trivia, dagdag talino. Heto na ang Dagling Kaalaman.
Alam mo ba, kumakain daw ng sarili ang ating utak araw-araw? Ang prosesong ito ay tinatawag na phagocytosis, kung saan ang mga cells sa utak ay nililinis ang mga sirang bahagi o sobrang koneksyon para manatiling maayos ang takbo ng ating isip. Kapag natutulog tayo, mas aktibo pa ito na parang garbage collector ng utak na naglilinis ng mga basurang selula at lumang koneksyon. At sa proseso ng paglaki, lalo na sa adolescents, tinatanggal ng utak ang mga hindi na ginagamit na koneksyon para mas maging matalino, mas mahusay at mas handa tayo sa adult life. Kaya oo, kumakain ng sarili ang utak mo, pero ginagawa niya ito para mas maging mahusay ka.
Kaunting kaalaman na malaking dagdag talino. Abangan muli ang susunod na Dagling Kaalaman.
Paano nga ba mag-register para magkaroon ng schedule sa Bagong Pilipinas Presidential Action Center? Narito ang mga dapat gawin. Gamit ang iyong mobile device, pumunta sa eGovPH app. Pwede itong i-download mula sa Apple App Store o sa Google Play Store. Gumawa ng account. Ilagay ang email address, valid mobile number, pagkatapos ay makakatanggap ka ng one-time code sa iyong email. Gamitin ang code sa eGov app para sa verification ng iyong account at ng mga impormasyong ibinigay. Congratulations! Meron ka ng eGovPH app account. Pwede mo na ma-access ang iba't ibang serbisyo ng gobyerno kabilang ang mga serbisyo sa Bagong Pilipinas Presidential Action Center.
This is a public service announcement.
Discipline is the key. Umiwas sa aksidente sa daan. Ang pagmamaneho ay may kaakibat na responsibilidad, hindi basta mapaandar lang ang sasakyan. Kilatisin ang sarili, ang kahandaan sa manibela, siguruhing inyong konsentrasyon ay hindi magagambala. Importante rin na ating laging isipin, init ng ulo ay huwag pairalin, bagkus kaligtasan ng lahat ang siyang dapat unahin. Isang mahalagang paalala mula sa Presidential Broadcast Service at Radyo Pilipinas, Radyo Publiko, 738.
This is a public service announcement from PBS, Presidential Broadcast Service at Radyo Pilipinas, Radyo Publiko, 738.
Front and center. Front and center. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Welcome back to Front and Center here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. Still with me, Jerome Toledo. And earlier, on our interview with Assistant Secretary Arnel de Mesa, spokesperson of the Department of Agriculture, he confirmed that the DPWH still will be tapped when it comes to implementing or developing the farm to market road project, but in some certain areas only, as Assistant Secretary De Mesa said earlier in the program. Also, LGUs may enter agreements with the Agriculture Department in developing farm to market roads in their respective region. And also, as we continue in the discussion regarding the FMR topic here, the farm to market roads, as the Department of Agriculture said, that the takeover of the Agriculture Department on that project will drive rural economies, lowers production costs, and brings prosperity to the countryside. And also, that move of takeover will signal a more focused approach to agricultural lifelines, ensuring every kilometer built directly supports farming communities. And the new FMR projects will be under Agriculture Department's management. On the other hand, pending FMR projects, as stated in a press release, slated for 2025, will be completed still by the Public Works Department under a catch-up plan. And Agriculture Department is preparing for that said takeover, following President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s directive to deliver infrastructure swiftly and at the right cost. And since we mentioned about the catch-up plan of the DPWH, the 2025 catch-up plan will serve as the blueprint, or a model rather, on how the DA will undertake the road projects. And previously, Secretary True Laurel Jr. Featured a new technology that could significantly cut FMR construction costs. As mentioned earlier by ASEC Assistant Secretary Arnel de Mesa, they will be utilizing a technology coming from international source, to cut down costs on building farm to market roads. We did not take note of which project they were going to use, but as I understand it, that technology will significantly help reduce the cost of building farm to market road projects. And also, Secretary Chu Laurel said that the backlog of the FMRs total 60,000 kilometers, a distance that would take 6 decades to complete at the current pace. And Agriculture Department will also coordinate with the Defense Department to enlist the Army Corps of Engineers in the effort. So, as mentioned earlier by Assistant Secretary Arnel de Mesa, the deployment of Army Corps of Engineers will take place in regions or areas with a lot of security challenges. He mentioned that the Bangsamoro region will be one of those areas that the Army Corps of Engineers will be deployed there. So that's the one region, and but it depends on some other regions if they need the help of Army Corps of Engineers to develop and build those farm to market roads there. And okay, so last time on October 2025, in a budget deliberation, in a Senate budget deliberation, Secretary Chu Laurel accepted the challenge of lawmakers, particularly the challenge of Finance Committee Chairman Senator Win Gatchalian on taking over the projects of the farm to market, as this one is was handled or under supervision of the Department of Public Works and Highways, because Senator Win Gatchalian flagged the possible overpricing of previous FMR projects, and that's because the controversies on the alleged anomalous infrastructure projects, particularly the flood control projects under the DPWH, is ongoing. So, and it gains a lot of attention, particularly negative attention regarding the anomaly, because a lot of contractors and government officials are involved in this government project mess. So this one, as stated by Assistant Secretary Arnel de Mesa, he reiterated the commitment of and readiness of the Agriculture Department to take over these FMR or farm to market road projects, and they ensured that they will be observing transparency and accountability in implementing the project, and they will conduct vetting process on selecting contractors although this FMR projects will not be, or will still the need, or it will need the help of the private contractors. So they will conduct a vetting process so that there will be no more corruption, or there will be no more room for corruption, as they ensure, as mentioned, they ensure transparency and accountability in on the farm to market road projects. And all right, there you have it. So I hope we have a great discussion regarding the projects of the Department of Agriculture. So this is a big ticket project of the Agriculture Department, as they are taking the lead on this particular program or project. And with that, we now conclude this edition of Front and Center on Radyo Pilipinas World Service, together with our technical team headed by Ms. Susan Aizon. Also on our Wirecast, we have Justin Lucias, and on our live stream, we have Leo Magpayo and Steph Vicente. This is your host, Jerome Toledo. Until next time, mabuhay.
You have just heard and watched Front and Center. Front and Center. Join us again for another edition here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. Front and Center.